So, yeah. I think I'm doing good. I'm finally getting the elbow appearance right there. There's bones that should stick out, even if you're a weightlifter. Honestly, the gorillas, their elbows stick out right there too. It's not so much of a tough right there. Works better for joint health. I kind of think of a breathing apparatus. It's kind of how it is, but it just allows the veins to sit close to your bones, which is healthier. But I know most people had to let themselves go due to injuries, and therefore they're in a lot worse condition than I am. But not to judge. No, you women outshine me at a lot of things. Okay, like it's not like you're a lesser. We're just different anyway. But you do suffer a bit more than I do. I can still grow as a human too. I do grow as a human. That's why I'm going to school to hopefully learn to grow again. And I was talking about the police thing with Sarah Miller, and she said just apply here, honestly, because then I can get a break. I was like, okay. But yeah, so ever since I got the gun slaps on my arms, it must have hit some tissue that should have never been touched. They were really deep. That's after skin grafts because it nicks the crap out of you. The belt of the gun on the Navy SEAL vessel. And when I was hanging out with Dan, with Justin, I was really sick. I was shivering. I was getting pneumonia. And we walked there too. But oh well, in the rain. Or was it sleet? It was like snowy. I haven't seen him since. He's alive, but he's very okay in his adulthood. Like he's single, but he's okay in adulthood. And I kind of admire that, honestly. Damn, yeah. But I forget what I was going to talk about in this video, honestly. My weird, I don't know. I'm ruined. Yeah, I said that, and we came out with an album that I had been writing. A couple albums that I've been writing my entire life, pretty much. But oh yeah, I was a cute teenager. I wasn't vegan or vegetarian though, not unless I needed blood work. And the reason why is because how extreme the blood work was when I was that young. Because they're wondering about my genetics and everything. But I used to cook and bake a lot in those days. I made my own pepperoni. Like I went that far. And you do save a lot of money once you get all your mills and stuff paid off. It pays off to make your own pepperoni. And then you can make it like cheese infused. All that stuff. It's fun. Yeah, it's a lot of work, but when you're like starting to graduate, you don't really have to go to school anymore, but you just gotta write your exams. It's a good plan. Yeah, nutrition is something, but I'm trying to lose weight because I obsess about it. Yeah, I know I don't need to, not to that extreme. Yeah, like I forget that I'm the doctor, but the only reason why I know I'm the doctor is because I can answer all the questions. I get a lot of props, and I wish I was wearing a bra. It's so awkward not to. I get sick so often working there, yeah. I used to be the type to like not even get every cold and flu that went by. Never had food poisoning. I don't want to know the freaking day. I got stabbed right here when my stomach was bad. And they found it right away because I said, I don't think it's food poisoning. I don't know. But yeah, and I guess it's eating me alive a little bit that my parents' house is so fucking filthy. Because I should be able to clean everything. My apartment. Their place. It's so fucking dusty. And like the cobwebs are already back. I just, like, when was that? In the spring. Washed the walls. Yeah, it's the spiders. Yeah, coming in on the dogs. Yeah, it's a dog shaking. Dust everywhere. Dirt everywhere. And Keeper, I guess they pay the consequence even more so than they ever needed to with me. She dug a hole in the sand too deep and got the mildew burns on her skin. Her hair's falling out. I'm sure that's what happened. Plus, that wolf was dirty touching her. That was friggin' freaky. But he didn't want to kill her. But I think they killed him with that he can't even mate with them because they're fixed. Killed his esteem till he died neurotically, most likely. Wolves? Male? That wolf, the male, was fucking ugly. I think that's why Keeper had no problem saying goodbye. Like, something's wrong with him. Well, like, obviously, why are you coming in a human's yard? Just a mate? That's weird. I saw like his ears stuck up weird and he had like a weird hair pattern on his ear. Like he got a head injury. He looked like a fucking werewolf that was walking around on all fours. Yeah, he must have banged his head or got shot in the head and it didn't work. All the good people were like, we weren't killing wolves. So what's next? And there's so many good people, and I was like, yeah, I wonder who the fuck it was, because there actually was a wolf hunt that wasn't supposed to happen. Think so. Kind of cushioned the mind. Totally did. I knew that wolf was coming about because I thought I seen him like bunkering down, looking at me at a distance over the hill up the trail to the cabin, like a year before that even happened. Shit. Should have kept him as a pet, honestly. It's probably dead. Just pack around a fucking beef liver in my satchel. He bit Charlie, ripped Charlie's back off, but nicked the spine, just bruised it, but didn't. So Charlie's a nervous wreck. What else did he do? I guess he's attacking dogs in the neighborhood anyway. Definitely one. Like, I thought wolves were fluffy like Mud. And Mud had whiskers right where he was blind. Yeah, he had like weird hair right there. Well, he was a wolf. He was a fucking beat up wolf. Look at my little pudge. Me and Justin were very intoxicated when I got pregnant. I was off my birth control only for the only reason we weren't going to bother anybody for raising our kids, because what if they're weird and they think it's like a gift? Or what if they're children still and they just kept it a secret and they're little backstabbing hoes? Or whatever. Plus, why are you wasting my fucking energy? I'm the queen. No, we weren't even trying. It's just we got really happy. We were drinking coffee and liquor. And we were staying away from anything that was like calming. But then we had mint liquor. So I guess not really, but we had all this liquor. We weren't drinking beer because it makes us a bit tired, I guess. And we just got too happy and like we knew we're just like if this actually goes like the way it usually should go, like you get pregnant, I get pregnant. We did it intentionally. Surprised I even got pregnant. I like detoxed for like 2 weeks. It's detoxed for like 3 weeks, and that's probably why I had to go in the hospital because I couldn't eat. But oh well. I think Cohen and Bradley are fucking real kids. And Marina fucked shit up constantly with her pregnancy. Marina, the part-time secretary. Well, Marina is definitely being a bitch because she lost. No, she's not. She's really not. No. She lost one of her Facebooks. I was messaging it. And it was snarky. Marina's not even snarky. No, she's really happy, actually. I spied on her one day. I just didn't say hello and sat behind the wall of the stairs. She's happy. She's like not hurting too bad about the breakup, so that's okay. That's good. But yeah, she never got the diet right. She would eat so much cake. You can't eat cake the entire pregnancy because of the flour that you use. Confectioner's flour is poisonous. And she's just living life, throwing parties, buying things that weren't pregnancy, making mistakes. And those kids are actually like wicked smart and healthy too, and like good looking. But yeah, it was really strict for me because I want it to be. They're like, do you want to fall off your diet or do you just want to be on the diet? I was like, I just want to be on the diet, but I want lots of snacks and drinks. What can I buy? And we never talked about it again. I remembered it. Every day I'd wake up and be like, well, I feel like I'd think of a bunch of shit. I'd be like, well, I feel like oat milk. And then it was like second trimester, you're not allowed oat milk. And then, so I had to change my drinks all the time. One time I bought this like cake that you could eat pregnant. Not even a good cake when you're pregnant, though. It's way too freaking to get down. The pregnancy safe cake. Alright, I had to smoke. Well, that's why I was so healthy too. So I could smoke a little bit and vape for the most part, but not as constantly as I actually really do. I was holding back. Because you can be too healthy too, eh? Yeah, that's a big thing. People feel really crazy and not like themselves. Like really crazy to the point that, yeah. But anyway, I just go through their journals and stuff that they give me, and it's like, yeah, you're too healthy, honestly, I bet. And they're like, so do what? I'm like, uh, eat fast food for a week, or smoke cigarettes, or get like lucid drunk, have sex without condom, on birth control if you don't want the baby. What else? You can chew tobacco. Smoke weed. It's legal now. Smoke weed for 2 days in a row or something. And then don't diet so hard. Like make sure that you put some like artificially colored, artificially flavored soda in your life from now on. Yeah. But like the balance thing at first, it's like you gotta like you almost have to yin yang about it all. Ah, I hate these titties. They must leave. My hip is bouncing less again, and then it kind of spasms, and then it. Yeah. Well, I don't hold myself ashamed, but I know I gotta get the change in there to get my hips stop bouncing, stop making me awkward, and lose a little bit more weight. And I could probably go to the gym today because it's not even burning like it's infection anymore. It's just like a bit of a bleeding nose this morning. Yeah, fuck it. I've always been like that anyway. Like at school, I'd be drinking coffee from the cafeteria, and I'd still be like, well, if that ain't gay, I don't know what is. And people just like, fucking laughing in the hallway and walk. Oh, yeah, I'd be sitting at the fucking sunny window bench. I'd just be like, well, if that ain't gay, I don't know what is. I always have something crude to say once in a while. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Good thing we decided to have a baby because there's some things wrong that they probably figured and maybe had told me, but I forgot. It's good. Get all that all done. And I just like I don't want to bother anybody. Melissa's like cooked in the weather all the time. And no, she's not that bad. She just said she hated coral to her face. I hate that kid. Whatever, smoky as all hell. I think Coral gets it because I teach her a lot, actually. So I teach her stuff about human behavior so she doesn't get sensitive or injured by anything. And Shauna deserves to have her fucking life without interruptions. If she has another one, maybe we should have a baby together, though. But if Justin's even home. Blood. Can't see it. Well, I'm wondering how the hell I'm gonna make this scarf because I think I did it backwards somehow. Why did I even detach it, right? That's the first place. Whatever. Just I can do it. The lightning rods on the fucking wire. I think that's what that is, right? I don't know why I'd crack a joke about something that I actually don't really know what it is, but looks like a little birdie sitting there. You know, my cousin Laura works hydro. She always really liked the wires and stuff, and I do talk about her at work. So probably when professionals all sat down with the resumes, they thought about it. How passionate she was about telephone and electrical wires and I have no money and I want fucking food. I'm just, these pants are sweaty. Hope I didn't stomp my shorts into all the dirty laundry. Because I'd like to wear those. Oh yeah, when am I gonna wear to the gym if? Uh, on some of those Thai noodle wraps, the chicken Thai noodle. Oh, now I'm willing to walk. Oh my god. I probably need to mouse some jerky, honestly. You even feel like walking to the store. I have quarters, no loonies. I'm broken financially. Hopefully, going to school helps. But a lot of people actually now more commonly, since like they believe me that coffee and tea is really good caffeinated with the milk or some kind of creamer for the excitement of it all. They have like no stomachs. And I kind of hate that because, yeah, like maybe it was poverty and not eating properly, but usually it's your mommy and daddy give you way too much cold food. I don't know, but yeah. How do you tell someone that before they were aware they were fucking abused and that's why they feel so crazy and want to kill themselves? Oh, jeez. I didn't even take Tylenol this morning for my headache because I worry about that. Babysitter dosed you with too much Pepto. I try to work on a resolution because sometimes moms are really frazzled. Dad was kind of lazy and useless, but they love each other and they love you. So I just put that into my tone. I'm just like, well, sometimes when you're younger, you take too much baby Tylenol while your stomach is vulnerable, but we have medication and treatments available to renew your stomach. I'm looking at N on the keyboard as a nutrition. Yeah. I wouldn't, even if my mom and dad did something wrong, I don't think I'd ditch them. I mean, and you think that's easy to say. I mean, no, You're supposed to live forever after retirement, so remember that. Stay healthy, Dad. Mommy, almost there too. Coral was talking about it one day too. She's like, and you gave me too much Tylenol? My stomach was raw. I was like, no, never even touched your meds to give you any meds. And she's like, yeah, why? I was like, well, I ask, and that your parents are more than willing to get up and dose out the meds. I was like, it's just half a baby Tylenol with some milk. She's like, oh. I was like, lots of kids hurting at school. Yeah, Mom. Does Mommy have a sore tummy? Sometimes. From what? And I was like, you know that armed forces thing you want to do? She's like, oh. I was like, I got shot or stabbed here 3 times. I wasn't sure what happened, but I remember when I woke up from the surgery, they said, oh, you happened to get stabbed, I think they said, there 3 times, and it disrupted the blood to your stomach, and you had a dry patch on the outside. We fixed it. And the other recovery time was a long time. She's like, recovery. And I was like, yeah, the part where you heal and you get better, start to feel like yourself again. Oh, myself? You can be yourself. You're awesome, Coral. No. I'm like, yeah. You're loved. And then she's like, just a little kid. I could hear, which is amazing because that was scary. The first day, I was like, is she crying? I can't hear anything. Like, she sniffles. I was like, oh, content. Okay, but there's something wrong with my ears. All the pressure locks and stuff, I think. I remember hanging out with Dan for some reason today, and he's like, oh, we were all babies, and it's cool if you do or don't want kids. And I was like, I'm just scared, like nervous, not sure what the outcome is gonna be, you know, and like how much stress it brings on. I don't know, a lot of stress. But milk really helps, yeah, helps the head feeling. Whereas like, yeah, well, anyway, I said, yeah, we're all kids, we're all doing silly things, not realizing that somebody out there really hates us for it, or maybe we did, and we just thought, well, fuck that person. So yeah, I'm gonna grow old to sit in a full busted corset. He's like, oh haha. I'm like, wow. I'll just sit in my rocking chair and not rock. My grandpa and grandma shepherd one day, and they're like, "Oh, we're about the same age as your other grandparents, but we're not going to live as long. You see these pills? They're because we're too healthy. They're the unhealthy pills, and we still go out and eat healthy food, and come in and make healthy food, and for you kids to teach you." He's like, "Oh, sorry, I didn't mean that," but I was like, "Wow." That's it, like, I started smoking before then. That's why I had the bravery to even fucking ask, because I was always too healthy and just duper. I was just young. I was just young when I happened, like 10. Yeah, I think most people that want to be with the program start smoking around age 10, because you just become too freaking healthy. You can eat all the chips in the world, but that's still healthy food. Yeah, I do worry sometimes I don't eat enough vegetables, though. Then I eat a whole bowl, so I don't know. I'm kind of crazy. My snot, sinuses. My snot smells funny, like blood. I had to change my coil today. Now I'm out of coils, and it just. I think the reason why I care so much is because I don't like the vape. I'm getting sick of the flavor. It gives me kind of a headache. I said that would happen. Oh, I could just put it away in the shirt. Oh, yeah. I was my mom and dad buy me cigarettes, and then I'd be up and at her too much to get the neck fit going, and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I'm gonna say the vape, though. I think it's just a cigarette once in a while really balances, though. Some chewing tobacco. The dog is always locked inside unless I take it to the park. I hate to be a spy, but it was crying so much last night when I was like half asleep. Dogs kind of look at the world of freedom. They look at it like it's freedom if they can make it there. When they can't be out where it's wide landscape, they fucking worry. I'd hate to have a dog, actually. I'm thinking that for a while. Good thing I didn't get a dog. Well, should I go to the gym today? My hair is like clean. Everything's clean. Just gotta put the attire on. I used to smoke. Oh, Justin's like, if you smoke more than 16 cigarettes a day, you are close to unhealthy. I was like, well, he's like, yep. I was like, why? I smoked like 20. I was feeling unhealthy. I wasn't getting over the common cold very fast. Well, probably. It just made it seem longer. Vape was a good idea for a bit. It's a good idea for inside. Finally got the skin to stop like cracking when I yawn. Like friggin' puppet marks. I'm going to be the master of disgust. You're a puppet. I'm not totally not for the turtle club. Is that the movie or did I just make that up? I thought I was just making it up, but it could actually be the movie. Mm. Those dogs are crying like a son of a bitch. Did I take my med? Almost a dry swallow. Yay. I feel powerful now. I can do a semi-dry swallow of like 5 pills. Yeah, pain meds I wouldn't even say make you unhealthy enough to even consider not being too healthy if you don't feel well. Yeah. Because the vape is like pretty healthy too. But it's still something that's considered like an unhealth. I'm still chewing tobacco and smoking a cigarette too. I probably just miss it every time they're out there playing with the dogs. I didn't even think about that. I'm never home. What does it matter? How much food did I eat yesterday? Like, I know it's just making me fat. That makes me unhappy. That makes me uncomfortable. And that makes me guarded. And it can make me, like, miserable. Yeah, everyone acted like the main reason that I was making all this money and putting myself out there and, like, putting up with pressure and working so hard was to have kids. Why? So they all grow up and they all don't fit in the same fucking house due to comfort, elbowing each other, bitchy bullshit. And then they're poor. And then who's gonna save them? My family has been so fucking poor for so fucking long. I was tired of it. One time when my Uncle Joe was alive, I was running backhoe. And I said to Mark, there is like really creepy people driving these fucking backhoe, and I think I know that if we time how many fucking miles are on these backhoes from the time they were insured, purchased, bought, insured, that we could find some fucking dead bodies. Like, I'm not even joking, Mark. And they investigated it, and it's not that I'm not allowed to be a backhoe operator. It's that what a shitty job. Like, yeah, you're really proud of yourself. You're running this huge machinery. But anyway, I remember that. I had to take like a few scoops, and then I was like, yeah, okay, come in. He was taking all his fingerprints evidence and all this shit. Yeah. Yeah. No wonder I feel the heebie jeebies and bitchy, and I want to be the good guy made bad because it's just too much. Everything's too much. There's so many fucking weirdos. And they did. They found a bunch of women's bodies and some men too, but more women than men. Yeah. Working new sites. You're making me work bringing on new sites into my visuary? Is that what you mean by this employment? Every time there's a new job, they didn't expect me and Uncle Joe to come up and fucking give him a shit. So that we always found something wrong. Oh, I have a stomachache that's really sick. It's really sick. Curly Sue. Fluffy on. Well, anyway, yeah. A lot of families were affected by that crime that I busted. And they have it on their vehicles, in the back of their vehicles. Yeah. I thought I seen blood boiling up from the soil when I put the backhoe over top of it. Oh, it's true though. I'm ruined. I'm completely ruined. Everything for women is already consequences, consequences, consequences. We're already kind of crazy and nuts. Easily paintable as the bad guy. All I've ever wanted to do was work. But every time I have to push myself to be the fucking Superman. They thought if they put the evidence right where we were working, we wouldn't notice. I didn't want to. Sorry. All PG families are affected. I'm sure you know who you are, and I don't really know who you are, but that fucks me up every day. Like Justin will take me to walk to the river, and I can't stop thinking about it. Like it drove me crazy, and I finally got over it, and then it's brought back up again. Like God's like, hey, families need subtle heaven. Yeah. We work so hard. Me and Uncle Joe are a great team. I can't do it anymore. Can't even drive. Because I just go, oh, like that's paying attention. I'm cold, I'm lost, I'm ruined. You go back to Texas. I've went and seen Justin ride rodeo. He is very serious. So how come nobody noticed him earlier then? They're like, oh yeah, the election. I was like, yeah, because he's just like, no, I didn't want to beat up, riled up fucking cow. I wanted a bull to ride so I could win. And then he'd pick out his own bull. I've been on here for like an hour. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's not my fault. Yeah, the police have this stuff that makes any once living fecal matter come out of the soil, and I was right underneath it. I was fucking sick. Of course, they busted the guy. He was at work that fucking day, but at the same time, it's disgusting. It's so wrong. Nobody ever kills me because I want to die and I'm ugly, right? I fit right in with them. Thanks for my good reputation.